Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel here. Tom from T&BH Gaming. Guys, sorry I've been away for so long. If any of you guys have seen my last video from Railroader, which is the game we're going to be in today, by the way, then you'll know that what's happening. I videoed that game just about the time I was fixing to go back to work after I had a procedure on my back. And since I've been back to work, I've been working 10 hours a day. So life has gotten in the way of me being able to pretty much record videos and put them out. But I'm trying to work out a schedule. I'm still working 10 hours a day, but I'm trying to work out a schedule to be able to produce some videos and put some videos out for you guys, because I love playing games and being able to video them for you guys. So we'll try to get that back in line and get some time worked out to do those. Won't be able to do as many as I was doing before, but we'll get a few videos out, maybe a couple a week or something like that. Right now, what I want to do is, there's been some updates that they've released since the last video I made, so I was going to go over those updates a little bit and then we'll get into the game. So starting off first, February 23rd, matter of fact, that's the patch update. That was the last day I recorded a video, or the last day I uploaded a video. So we'll start with this March 23rd update. And as you can see, guys, they released, or it says Atlantic Locomotive Works is now offering 3 new steam locomotives. So we have 3 new steam locomotives added to the game: the T22, the A23, and the F71. The C55 old wooden caboose models are updated. Old wooden cabooses are now colorable, so we can change colors on them. That's good. They revamped the tree, grass, and plant rendering. River and roadbed edges are more natural looking too. Okay. Added customers to Nantahala, Hewitt, and Wesser. So you'll see that in the game, because at the last part of the game we just did the Andrews and we were running things back and forth. And I think when we start this game up, because I was tinkering around with it, I think last weekend I played a little bit, so I was running trains back and forth between Andrews and Silva. So I think when we go back, we're going to see I've already got trains moving back and forth. So see, added an engine roster window. Oh, wait a minute, I missed something. Oh yeah, I revamped the water and coal consumption usage, so it's significantly lower. Is governed by reverser and throttle position, so you can lower how much water and coal your engines use by the position of the reverser and the throttle. So if you want to save coal and water, you need to pay attention to where your reverser and your throttle are positioned. Tractive effort is not affected. Okay, that's good. Added engine roster window. I did notice that when I was tinkering the other day, or last weekend, that there's an engine roster window now, and you can bring up your engine, all the engines you have, and you can save them to the favorites, so they'll be on top. When you're looking at the engine roster window, the favorite ones favorited will be the first ones in the window. If you're like me, I have a lot of engines in the game now, so we have quite a few engines in the game now. So the window gets pretty big, because you can now reposition them, I believe, too. So performance enhancements relating to car movement. So they did some things on the car movement enhancements or performance. AI now warns handbrakes or brake lines are open and the handbrakes are on. So excuse me, guys. You'll get a warning window if the air brakes are open or if the handbrakes are on. Compass displays at the top of the screen is now more accurate and tracks directly with the camera rotation. Um, so whichever way you're looking with the camera is what the uh, compass will show. That's good. Added percentage graphic to tooltips for equipment loads and fuel loaders. Added time to console messages. Added shift click on engine on the map to view and select. That's cool. So you can just shift click the engine on the map and it'll take you to it. Added add from train button to the switch list. Added repair command to repair the selected train. That's in host and sandbox only. Updated car tag colors to be more evenly distributed across the railroad. Adjusted default post exposure and contrast. And then a bunch of bug fixes. Fixed the Ella trestle abutments, overhead camera snapping, AI reading 25 mile an hour. So made water hatches more lenient into positioning. So there's a bunch of bug fixes and stuff. But so that's our March 23rd update. And of course they had some hot fixes. March 30th, updated wheel tread appearance on most equipment. Added Dillsboro yard storage tracks. So they have yard storage tracks at Dillsboro. Added signals to employee timetable. All engine or AI engine in motion now stops for open brake line and handbrake application. So if you have a open brake line or handbrake, the AI will stop. AI in yard mode no longer stops for open. So if you're in yard mode, it won't stop. Lowered the sway for heavier equipment on curves, and then some bug fixes. Inconsistent ordering of cold water, ABS signals showing clear, fixed switch on newly expanded map. So just a bunch of bug fixes there. And then this is March 30th, the same day, as a matter of fact. They put two of them out the same day, yeah, because that's 3.1, this is 3.1a. Dillsboro yard storage track potential issues. So they found some issues with the Dillsboro yard tracks, and they went ahead and fixed them. So that's good. On this here, this is a big one, so we need to go to the top and figure out when this one came out. So this is May 18th. Wear and tear, new chuff, UI, refresh, and more. Okay, so new chuff and crash fixtures. So this one, guys, they changed the chuff so that it introduces a completely rebuilt chuff sound with smoothly matches the speed and engine. Even changes with the cutoff reverser setting, as well as between engines. And it says they plan to develop it further in the future, but they're thrilled to finally share it with us now. And farewell to that awkward transition between going 10 and 11 mile an hour. Which everybody knows, it sounds like it's chuffing real hard, and then all of a sudden it's chuff. So you no longer have that, which is good. Wear and tear. So the maintenance is a huge part of running the railroad. So guys, from now on, you're not just going to get wear and tear on your thing if you just for hard coupling, derailments, and taking curves too fast. Now every mile you run the railroad puts wear and tear on your engines, and the harder you run them, the more wear and tear. It says you'll see a minimum of 5% damage every 100 miles. So every 100 miles you run that engine, you'll see 5% damage. But it says a well-crewed repair shop will be able to keep your engines in good condition if you keep them in the roundhouse or shed when they're not on duty. But over time, the miles have a deeper impact that routine maintenance can't address, limiting the shop's ability to fully repair equipment. However, performing an overhaul by setting a specific overhaul repair destination will instruct the shop crew to take time for those deeper repairs, bringing your equipment back to top condition. We recommend an overhaul every 100,000 miles or every 1,000 miles. So even if you keep your engine in the repair shop when it's off duty, which I don't do, mine are never in the repair shop. Mine are never off duty. They're constantly running, and I need to fix that. I need to start shutting them down and putting them in a repair shop. Like right now, I think when I left the game, they were running at night. So, and they really need to. I really need to stop that, but or buy some more engines and have some run at night and some run during the day. But it'll still break down on you over time if you don't overhaul it. So you'll have to overhaul it. They, like they recommend every 1,000 miles. So you'll have to put it in overhaul and have them overhaul it, or no matter how much you repair it in the shop, it's going to break down. Shop crews now consume repair parts when performing repairs. You'll need to manage your supply of repair parts in your engine service facilities. They can be purchased using company-owned box cars, just like coal and diesel fuel. So now you'll have box cars that you can buy that will hold repair parts that you can store at your facilities so that they can repair your engines and do overhauls. Lastly, for wear and tear, shops now employ crews rather than individual workers. Wages have been increased accordingly. Additionally, you can disable wear and tear in company settings. So you can disable it if you don't want to deal with it, but I think it makes it more realistic. And you can't hire just one person. You have to hire a crew to do your work now. And it says wages have been increased accordingly, so I'm assuming it costs more, which is fair. Passenger network reputation. Kind of made a couple changes to the passenger network reputation. It's calculated, which we think you will like. For those of you updating existing save, note that the changes will result in railroader forgetting any passenger stops you made on that day prior to upgrading. The good news is, and your passenger network reputation now only includes stations which have been served in the past 10 days. So, in other words, this means that if you don't want to provide passenger service to a particular station or section of the railroad, you can simply never serve it. So, I'll give you a good example of that. Alarka Junction. If you don't want to go to Cochrane and Alarka with passengers, because I do that sometimes, I'll send my passenger train out and I'll forget to switch it and throw that switch and make it go to Cochrane and Alarka, and it'll go right by. It'll go to Alarka Junction and then keep on going toward Nantahala, and so it won't. And then I'll get all the way to Andrews, and then I'll have to go back by, and the next time I go by, I'll have to make sure that I'm paying attention and switch it so it goes to Alarka to drop off those passengers. So if you just don't service those, they won't count against you. If you just don't service them in 10 days, they won't count against you. So that's what it's saying. So it no longer calculates that counting against you if you don't service it. They have new map enhancements. The map now displays switch positions as well as a button to allow you to throw them switches. So this is good single player quality of life. You can actually go on the map and throw the switch just by clicking a button on the map, which it's great for single players, guys. For us that don't do multiplayer stuff, that's wonderful quality of life. Also the map can be resized, so they made it so you can resize the map. I've been wanting that forever, to be able to close that thing down a little bit so it's not so big, taking up all the window. And they've also resized control to a number of other windows too. So there's other windows too you can resize. Oh, excuse me, guys. The map no longer automatically centers on your position when being opened. So when you open the map, it's going to come up wherever you last closed it. But there is a locate me button right here. You'll see that little arrow right there at the bottom corner, right hand corner. If you click on that, it'll take you to where you are on the map. They redesigned the HUD. The orange screen selected engine control is redesigned. You can now choose between manual AI and AI yard modes within this little HUD instead of having to open up your inspection window, which is awesome. It's right there at that little drop down menu. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had thought I was gonna sneeze there for a minute. Um, the new way to close windows, the backspace key. This took us some time getting used to, but we love being able to open the pause menu and save the game without having to close all of our windows first, which is nice. I hated that too. In order to save the game, you had to close all the windows you had open, and then you got to reopen them all after you save the game. You can recall the last selected engine with X, or cycle through favorited engines. Like I said, you can, with that new engine window, you can favorite some of them, and they'll always be at the top of the window, top of the list in the window. And but if you just use Shift X, you can cycle through those. Remember that engines can be favorited in the engine roster window. That's what I just said. If you prefer to toggle the mouse look by clicking the right mouse button rather than the default holding the right mouse button, you can select that in preferences. Operational updates. Okay, this is awesome too, guys. Cars loaded off railroad industries such as coal, diesel, fuel, and repair parts for the player railroad now take cars away while they are being filled. Cars are returned after 24 hours. So remember, you used to be able to take, like, you could take your diesel car, your diesel tanker, and your coal hopper, and you could drop it off at either Silva or Whittier Exchange, whatever one you had, or even if you had Andrews now, you could drop it off there, and then when the next day when your interchange came, they would take that car and return it that same day. It would instantly return. Well, that's no longer the case. They pick it up that day, and then the next day they bring it back. So you have to start managing your coal and excuse me, your diesel stuff pretty good, because you don't want to run out. It means that it takes an extra day to get your cars back. Whittier Sawmill now takes gondolas. So right here on this piece of track right here, I always knew that was going to be for something. I just didn't know what it was, but now you put gondolas on that track and they will fill up with wood chips to export. Added a second repair track to the Bryson Roundhouse. I need to check that out because I never noticed that second track was there. I know they put two at Dillsboro. I didn't know they added a second one to the Bryson. AI engineer now resumes track speed after passing restricted or approach signals on certain conditions. So that's your May, I think it was 18th update, guys. Sorry for the scrolling, but yeah, that was May 18th, and this is the May 21st. And bug fixes and initial adjustments. They just did some bug fixes and some adjustments to the wear and tear. Refinements to repair track to reflect time to repair and additional time, overhaul time, if any. So yeah, so like I said, you've got to overhaul your engines from now on, and you need to watch that overhaul time, because that's going to affect how when your engines can get back in service. Let's see, the May 24th, just some bug fixments and a couple of key enhancements. You guys can screenshot these if you want to read them, or you can go to the Steam page, and they're on the Steam page. This is the May 31st, same thing, bug fixes and enhancements. And then, of course, the June 4th or June 1st, bug fixes and enhancements. This is interacting with the AI HUD and reverser getting set to neutral, and then AI failing to stop correctly when approaching a switch set against if it's occupied by a train moving in the same direction. So, but that is all of our bug fixes. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to get into the game. So single player. So this is the third is when I was last playing this. So about what, 10 days ago now, or 12 days ago. But let's go ahead and start it up. Yeah, I got a little bit of sniffles, guys. Sorry. We'll see where we are at. And as you can see, I'm running trains in the dark. What is this? This is a train going to Andrews Interchange and Nantahala Power and Light. That's a new, one of the new customers that they were talking about, that they have around Nantahala. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to bring down this track engine roster. No engines? That's not right. I got plenty of engines. There they are. I was going to say, I got no engine. Tell me I got no engines. So as you can see, guys, these are all the engines, and we have a lot of them. And then the starred ones right here are the ones I favorited to be up top. And right now this is a 9404 that we were just on, and as you can see right here, here is that AI thing where I can change it to manual AI or AI yard, AI road or AI yard. This will bring up its inspection window, which I also want to put over here. I like to put all my windows on one side so I can see them better. This you can adjust, you know, so you can make it smaller or bigger. I like it to be about that big so I can see a lot of windows. And you can see it's checked right there, guys. So that means that's the one that we're looking at here. So if I check this one, now that's the one I can control. Even though I can't see it, I can control it. If I want to see it, I go there. And it is setting. Why it is setting, I don't know. It's to stop that signal. This is another thing. So down here, this little thing here will tell you that it's stopped at the signal. I can tell it to pass the signal. But did I want to do that? Where is it? Okay, yeah, I can tell it to pass the signal. And then I'm also going to tell it to resume speed. So I'm glad I checked that train. That's our passenger train. Go back to 9504 and we'll click the eyeball, and it'll take us to 9504, which is what? Coming up on a signal or climbing a hill? It is coming into Nantahala, which we're going to stop because Nantahala Power and Light has a car on the back of this, and that Nantahala Power and Light is right over here, guys, off this little thing. There's a sawmill and a light, and the Nantahala Power and Light is over there. So that's two of them. And there's also if I'm not mistaken, there's right here in Hewitt. There's one here. Let's see if I can just go there on the map. So right here, this is one. It's Nantahala Talc and Limestone. And this one, and there's you have track T4, track T3, and on the other side over here, you have tracks T1 and 2. So that's another new customer. Let's get back to our 9504. He's coming in here, and we want him to go, where's he going? And this is what I meant about switching. There's the switches, so he's going to go straight through So we want him straight through, and we're going to throw this switch right here, and that'll take him straight through. We're going to throw that switch right there, and we need to throw this switch here, and that one needs to go that way because we're going to take him through there, and I'm going to drop off this back two trains here. These go to Snowbird Paper, these ones on the back. Yeah, them two right there. But this one goes to that Power and Light Company. So once it gets up here, I want to stop it here. Let's go ahead and stop it. See if we'll stop in time. If not, I'll go ahead and fix him up. Let's get rid of the inspection window. Did he stop in time? No, I don't think he did stop to take just him off. No, so I'll take this car off with him. We're going to unhook these two. Alright, first we're going to click on that. We're going to apply the brake. And then we are going to unhook the glad hands, unhook there, and then I'm going to send him, well, I say forward, but he's actually going to go in reverse. And he's going to pass this switch right there, and then he's got to go back and pick up that Andrews interchange car. We need to take that back with us. Did I switch it? I don't know if I did or not. I think I did. Yeah. And he's going to back up. I'm going to go ahead and put him at 10 mile an hour. Actually, let's go ahead and put him in. This is see, you guys get to see it right here. So instead of going to the inspection window, I'm just going to go to AI yard, and I'm going to go 20 cars. And if you watch down the status right down here on the very bottom, you'll see 20 cars, 19. As long as I keep clicking that 20, and I'll keep doing that until it recognizes the car back there. It's way back there still. There it goes, approaching BO 28734. So now he will very gently and hopefully very gently back into this car and pick it up. And he's slowing. Here's his speed. 5, 4, 2. That's good. Alright, let's attach the glad hands. Knock off the brake, handbrake, and we'll go to AI road, and we'll put him reversed because that's the way it's going to go. We'll put him at 10 miles an hour, and then he should pull forward or back up, however you want to look at it. I guess I need to turn him around the next time I get to a Y or get a chance, so he's actually that way is forward. And if you notice, guys, from in between here and Topton is a very, very steep upgrade, and it takes, because of the length of these trains, and that's another thing I'll go over here in just a minute, but because of the length of some and the weight on some of these trains, it's taken me 2 of these diesel engines to get them cars up the hill. So I put one on the front and one on the back, and I do it for this reason I'm fixing to show you. We are going to make him go Oh, he don't want to pass the signal. Go ahead, pass the signal. And zoom speed. See, and that's another good thing. I like that, being able just to click down there and tell them to pass the signal instead of having to go up here and find out why the, switch track to figure out which one of the signals is making that signal red. If we look, we could probably figure it out. It's actually, I don't know what would be making that signal red. But all right, now we're going to set him to come back forward, and we'll flip that switch. And we'll get this taken care of. I'm trying to get this back to the Andrew interchange. Oh, I gotta yard it because he's, come on back 10 cars. Pass the stop signal, please. There you go. And we will jump down here and couple that, knock off the brake, and we're just going to go all the way back to the back here where this one says nanohead power and light, right? And we're going to come on back. We're going to disconnect that, do that, and then we're going to AI this guy reversed at 10 miles an hour. See, and he'll pull forward. Then I can click 9002, boom, right? And then we can go to AI road, and he's set to go 5 miles an hour, but we need him to go in reverse. Well, he's set up correctly, so he's forward is this way and reverse is that way. So, but now he'll go in reverse and he'll follow this train. But once this train gets past this switch, we're going to throw this switch. Go ahead and pass the signal and resume speed. So we can throw that switch. And there we go. And that one's already set. And I'll let this one get up past that switch and then I'll stop it. And I like that. See, I can switch back and just with the click of this button, I can switch back and forth between these two engines. And I want him just so when this one comes out, he'll come out, he'll go past, we'll throw the switch, back him up, hook him back up to the back of that train and go on. And that is 9004, so I want to go here, and I just want to tell him to stop. And then we'll go back to 9002, and then click the eyeball, and we can see where he's going. So he has to go to power and light. Power and light is over to the left side, so I think power and light is right in here, one of these tracks here. Let's bump him up to 20 mile an hour. Oh, he was already going 27. Downhill. It's downhill, that's why. Yep, power and lights off to the left. I just don't know which track it is. I'm hoping it's... It is the track I think I have set. Yeah. Whoa, stop. What the crap? Alright, so now we're going to have to take our guy and put him right here. Because we're going to put this one back on the track. Because for some reason I'm going to have to show that bug to him. He didn't want to stop. What is it? That's a shift R in it. And let's see what the damage is on this thing. 88%. Alright, great. Let's apply the brake while we got that window open. And then let's run up here. Fisheye. And we will I don't guess it's what's going on? Alright, let's say road. Is this one off the track too? Yep, that's why it wouldn't connect. Close the door, turn that back around, sit down in the seat. And off we go. Just don't know why that train wasn't being controlled correctly. Guess I need to obey rules. We're at 15 mile an hour, so I didn't see any. I need to check. I need to go back. Yeah, that's Union Lumber Company on this side, guys. And then this side over here is Inhale Power and Light on both tracks. That is 01. Yeah, that's track 01 and this is track R1. So And oh, that's not a yard limit, I don't reckon. So we're gonna speed them up a little bit. So that's a good ways away. I don't think they would do 15 mile an hour all the way from there to here. Well, we see the train setting through the trees right there. So I'll tell you what, guys, we will see you as soon as we get hooked back up. Alright, we're back, guys, and as you can see, we're fixing to come in and hook back up to the end of the train there. So we'll slow him down a little bit. As soon as he passes that switch, we'll reverse him. And now he's working. I slowed him down to 5 miles an hour. And once he gets past that switch, we'll give him the old switch the reverser, and we'll flip that switch. And we need to flip this switch. And then we need to go AI yard, 20 cars. And see when he recognizes, he already did just now, the SAL 5151-2. Let's get rid of them. We don't need them now. Flip this around because we're going to have to connect the glad hands there, and then we will put this one for right now in manual mode. We'll take the brakes off. No, this is the one we want in manual mode. Take the brakes off of, and it starts rolling. 9504, we want to put in AI road mode, reverse it. And he's going to go forward, and hopefully, because that is, and that's what I wanted to get to you guys. I'm glad I brought that back up. Come on, go back the other way. Can he pull it? No, he can't. So this is what I was talking about, guys. It will not, he will not pull up that hill by itself. So we're going to have to go back to the 9002, and we're going to have to go AI, road, reverse. Now I wonder, let's put him in stop. And we're going to put the 9004 in stop. So everybody's in stop. So what if I go to this one? And I go to operations, orders, equipment, car. So what if I cut out the brakes and click MU? Will he now? Well, have I got 9004 going the wrong way, guys? Now he's working together. All right. Now they got their act together. So I had to connect the two trains together. And I forgot about that. I never did know about this, guys, until the other day. I think I was watching Kerbo. Maybe it was Kerbo's video. And he was talking about how to do this, how to tie the two trains together to work. Because I always put this one in manual mode, took the brakes off of it, and then let this one, the other one, do all the work. Or I would put both of them going the same direction, and then put both of them in like an AI road doing 45 mile an hour to get pushed up the hill. But they are working together now, so that's what we needed. So let's get over to our inspection window, and now I can show you guys what I was talking about. So if you notice right here where it says the gives the engine name, the FNAL 9404, 14 cars, 1,000 tons, 637 feet long. So not only they give you how many cars and how many tons, they give you the length of the train. So it's 637 feet. And you can have it, you can go into settings, you can change it from feet to kilometers to whatever. Or meters or whatever it is. But yeah, look at this struggle to get up that hill. And I'm wondering if MU was a bad way to go. It probably was. Yeah, he's trying to pull. He just can't do it. So let's go back to this again. So let's do that. And let's do this. Reverse. Now he's going to move. And if I go AI, now they're moving. See, 7, 8. This is also what they were talking about with the, if you overwork your train. So see, this is 82% for 9002. He is at 41%. Yeah, he definitely needs to be put in the shop. So as soon as we get to Andrews, both of those guys are going in the does Andrews have 2 sheds? East Whittier Engine Service paid. Reputation has changed. 107 to 100. See, I lost reputation. I was at 107%, now I'm only at 100 because of the passenger car. Which one was the passenger car? I think it's this one. approaching. Oh, you gotta back up, buddy. So I need to this one. Didn't have my switches set, guys. That one, Whittier house track. That one, Slay Mica. That one's Slay Mica. So, just to make sure, yeah, well, none of them are. We got to put our he's set to stop at Wilmot, so he will stop at Wilmot Station. And then we'll bring him up here. And let's go right there on the map so we can make sure that this is set in the right direction. Oh, I don't see. I keep forgetting I can do this, but I don't need to make sure. I just need to go like this. Boom. And then follow this along to the other end. And go boom. And that one's set right. And that one's set correctly. And that one's set correctly for him to stop at there. Alright. So there we are set correctly. This one is not. So we need to switch this one to that. And then we need to go to Ella, make sure theirs are right. That one is, and that one is, and that one is. And then coming into Bryson. Oh, there we go. I don't know how that got switched. But this is what I was talking about. And also it used to be able to stop right here on this track and unload. I don't think you can do that anymore, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to test that. I want to switch that back. And I want to go here. And I want to drop down a fusee right there. No, let's drop it over here. Let's see if that stops and unloads right there. Well, now let's go back to our 9404. See where they're at. They're coming up the hill, 11 miles an hour with two trains pushing 45 or pushing 100%, trying to get to Topton. This is the top of the hill. Actually, right back in here somewhere, it's the top of the hill. It starts going downhill here just before you get to Topton, but that's appropriately named Topton because that is the top of the hill. So once it gets there, then I can shut down the rear train and put it in manual mode and put it in neutral, and then the lead train 9404 should be able to pull them on into Andrews. but I have to go to Andrews because I need to I don't know why I did that. I need to pull them into here. But I need to go. How long is that train, I wonder? I need to go right about, I'm gonna go right about here and put a fuse so they'll stop after they get to Andrews. And then, now that we got those two set, let's go check on the rest of our trains. So we can go look at the 600 and see where he's at. He is, or she is, no, Conley. Why are we waiting on Conley? What are we doing here? We're picking those, yeah, we're picking those up. So let's do that and have him reverse (10 mph) AI yard 20 cars. And he's picking up all these cordwood cars that need to go to Silva, pulpwood. And where is your brake at? I need to cut your brake off. Where is that? Was it up front and I missed it? Yep, there it is. Alrighty. Forward you go. Alright, now let's go look at 2694. Where are you at? You are like a coal mine. So you just need to go. Where are you? Oh, you're in Alarka Junction. These need to go to Silva, so you need to run on up into that. So we're going to put you 2694 forward. AI yard, 10 cars. Where is your... Right there. Alright. Road forward. 45. Take off. all those go to the coal mine except that one. It goes to Alarka Fuel R2. So let's go here, locations. Alarka Fuel R2. I need to put this over here too. So R2 is where? Right there. So that is coming into Alarka. Okay, so I need to stop it right. No, I don't want my man there. Put my man over there. There. I need to put a few Z right there. Okay, we got anything else that needs to go back? No, not in here. So that's good. So we'll swap them out real quick, and then that one's set up. So let's get rid of that. Now let's go to 9,000. You are set up where? Where are you waiting on something at? Barker's? Why are you waiting at Barker's? Where's 9001 at? The interchange. Oh, the switch is against you. Alright, so 9,000 is sitting at Barker's. And it needs to be reverse. Because it needs to go to the interchange and hook up with 9001 so it can haul all the stuff from Silva to Andrews. So you notice, guys, I have 4 GP9s. So the GP9s go from Silva's to Andrews and Andrews to Silva and just drop off, and then they just drop off, and then I have switchers that do all the switching. So but in here somewhere I want to, let's just go take a look and see what's right here on the map. So, okay, that's what I thought. So there's some stuff here that's got to be switched out. So I'm going to leave $9,000 over here on the siding track at Silva, and I'll stop him right there. But we need to switch out some of these other cars right in here. So That stuff needs to be put away, put away, put away, put away, put away. Put away, put away, put away, put away. Alright, so silver, coal, and lumber. 0.5 miles. Where is 0.5 miles? Where's silver, coal, and lumber? Let's coal and lumber. Boom. Okay, that's in downtown Silva. Okay. So, we did 9,000. We know where 9,004 is. We know where the passenger train is. Coming up on Whittier. So FNL2 is there at the, so it can go to Conley Creek and get some logs. So let's go ahead and put a fusee there, and we can have him reverse. Go ahead and set that. Loads are still waiting to load. As soon as they get loaded, we can pull them out and put the other 3 in there. Alright, let's see what FNL10 needs. FNL10 needs to run forward. Okay. All right, come on, buddy. Do some switching out here, guys. And then we'll call it an episode. So we're going to reverse him now. And AI yard, 20 cars. He should recognize that car right away. There it goes. Alright, so what all does he need to pick up? So the S1, those PW1s go on the back side of that. So I'm not even going to hook that car. But I'm going to release this brake, and the 2 S1s can come off. I'm going to put a brake on this one. Alright, so he should pull them out of there pretty easily. $21.96 is against the switch. Alright, looks like we're going to have to attach this anyway. Now we can unattach it. Now it's got some air. We'll release the air, unbottle the air. And we'll get this guy backing up and head in the right direction, and then we will go check on 2196 because it says switch against. And backwards you should come. Flip that switch. We'll go down the other end down here and flip that one and flip this one. And then let's go check on 2196. Where is 2196? Okay, that one has always been switched against. Okay, so that's another set of logs. That, you know what? Now that everything's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and bring them into okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring them into Whittier. All right, let's go back to 10. What are you doing, 2196? Go back to 10. All right, he is in place. Backing up, keep on backing up, keep on backing up. Come on back, come on back. That'll do. Apply a brake. Jump off the air. And forward. And where's FN11 while we're waiting to see what's going on there? FN11 is there. So let's go Okay, so I forgot to throw that switch. Well, that's disconcerting. So 2 can go forward. And let's see, we receive passengers. Okay, so I can throw that switch now. Come on, throw the switch. There you go. And I can throw that switch. I can get rid of this fusee because it's out of the way. But I need to throw that switch. And that one. And that one. And that one. What's in the way? Oh shit. $600. Go back down to 2. And stop. And that switch was thrown wrong. So you see, guys, this is, with this many trains and a single player, it is very challenging keeping up with everything. But you just gotta bounce back and forth, and that's why you don't see me do a lot of the first person stuff when I'm playing. It's because it's just so much going on that just, you know, bouncing around, and you pretty much have to bounce around and do it this way in order to keep up with all trains. So definitely better off as a multiplayer, but at the moment I don't have that set up to do that, so this is what we got for now. So but I'm just gonna switch trains. Or we're just going to do it on a map. So I'm going to flip that, and then that will go straight through. So as you see, you're just going to see me. I'm just going to be just switching until at least till that train gets to Andrews, and then I'm going to put them in the engine sheds once they get their stuff dropped off. They definitely need to repair overnight until the interchange at 6 a.m. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Pretty soon I'll have other ways you can support the channel, but at this moment, and the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and share the video. As always, guys, love each other, be kind to each other, and God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.